Hey guys, what's up? Speedy here. Welcome to my channel, guys. This is my first video on here, and I'm pretty hyped about it. Today is what, January 26th, and it's about 2 p.m. I'm gonna go hit the gym real quick, and then I'm gonna do like a little sit down and answer some questions that you guys had. I believe I did like a poll or one of those things where you can ask questions on Instagram a couple of days ago on asking me questions that you guys wanted to know about me and stuff. And I'm gonna sit down and do them with you guys, but I gotta go hit the gym first, and then I gotta take my boys. Teddy, where you at, boy? Milo, say what's up, bro. I gotta take my dogs to the park first. I gotta go to the gym, and then I'm gonna sit down, and like I said, I'm gonna do that Q&A, or just answering questions and stuff. That way you guys get to know me a little bit better, since like I said, this is my first channel. So for those of you that are new, y'all probably don't know me, and for those that are tuning in, that have known me, you good, Michael? For those of you that do know me in person and stuff like that, you guys can kind of catch up with me, because I have been very MIA. I don't go out or anything like that like I used to anymore, so just stay tuned, guys. Jesus, I rarely take this car out, guys. I rarely take it out, right, boys? I will be taking her out. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna go hit the gym real quick. I'm gonna take my boys to the park, and then I will be back to answer some questions. That way you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Alrighty, guys, so we made it to the gym. Let me turn this down real quick. We made it to the gym, boys. Yes, sir. Today I believe I'll probably only hit like a little bit of like back and probably just a sauna, because yesterday I came well, I pretty much come every day during the week, besides maybe if I get off work late, then I won't come. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably just hit the sauna. Usually I come to the gym with my boy Nick, but he's taking care of some family things today. He's gonna go visit his grandma and stuff that he hasn't seen in a while, so I'll just be hitting it by myself. But before I go into the gym, every time I do a little bit of this. Yeah, like I said, I usually be coming with Nick. Gonna have to hit a solo today, I guess. It is what it is. I don't take any type of pre-workout, because that should be bringing my blood levels down, to be honest with you guys. So what I usually do is I'll drink a Red Bull, or I'll do a 5-hour energy drink, and that's what'll get me through the workout. So I'm gonna go hit this real quick, and I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, well, I'm back from the gym now. Now it's time to get to the Q&A. I wrote down a couple of questions from that little poll I did on Instagram that you guys were curious about or had asked me or whatever. So let's get to it. My name. So my name is Luis. My last name, it's a Mexican last name, so not a lot of people can say it, but it's Guerrero. But most people don't know how to pronounce it or whatever. That's my actual name. Most people, I go by Speedy. And the reason because of that was because when I played soccer, obviously I was shifty. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. So if you don't know me by Speedy, then you know me by Luis. If you don't know me by Luis, then you know me by Speedy. But I would say I'd probably get called Speedy more than I do Luis. Let's see. How old am I? I'm 23 years old. 23 years old. I just turned 23 on November 4th, 1999. That's when I turned 23. God, I'm getting old. Dude, I swear, guys, literally every time someone says time goes by quick, it literally does. I remember like 2 years ago I was 21, and then before that I fell 15, and holy crap, 23 years old. Where am I from? So I am from Mexico City. That's where I was born. So I was raised here in the United States. Been here in Albuquerque since I was 5, 6. But originally I am from Mexico City. That's where I was born. When did I come here? I came here when I was 5 or 6, like I said. My parents got here before me, and then I stayed out there for a year with my godparents, and then they ended up, picking me up and dropping me off here when I was, like I said, 5 or 6. What do I do for a living? I'm sure if you guys follow me on social media, you guys know, but I am a car salesman. That's what I do for a living. So I sell cars. I work over at Petrie Kia. Petrie Buick GMC, I can cross sell. So I sell the Kia brand, and I can sell GMC or Buick. And then of course used cars that we have on the lot, pre-owned vehicles, stuff like that. And I like it. I actually do. I've been doing it for like about, I would say solid like almost 3 years. But I mean, I've been in the car business, I mean, not just in sales, but because I used to detail and stuff, probably about 4 years. So I started off as a detailer, then became sales over at Malloy Nissan, and then had a little incident, a little hiccup, a little bump on the road. Then I came over at Petrie Kia, and I started off by washing their cars, guys. I started off by washing their cars, but it was cool. It was cool because now that I'm doing sales, I have pretty good clientele now, to the point where I get referral business, return customers, and stuff like that. So I mean, I like it. I really do. I mean, shifting over here to Kia and being able to work, how I like to work, being myself, helping my customers out, and not, to how I was at my previous job, to freaking be, a typical salesperson, because I didn't really fit there, to be honest with you guys. But I like it over here. Like I said, I started off washing their cars, and now I'm their #1 salesperson. So it definitely taught me, to be grateful for the job I have, and it was a journey. It was a challenge. It was a mission, but now I'm grateful I did what I did. You know what I mean? And I'm very grateful that God gave me, the opportunity to learn the business, because I've helped a lot of friends, family, mom, my own girlfriend get a vehicle. So I mean, it's been a pretty dope journey. It really has. Let's see. What's my favorite thing to do on my free time? So, I mean, I have a couple of hobbies. I really do. I would say the one that I do the most now is probably go to the gym. Just because I literally live like a couple minutes away from the gym. You know what I mean? It's literally like walking distance if I wanted to go there. So that's probably my #1 thing. You know what I mean? And something that I definitely wanted to improve on, because for those of you that know me, I mean, for the longest time I played soccer, so gaining weight for me was a very tough, thing. I mean, I would try so hard to eat as much as I could, and I couldn't gain weight for whatever reason, So now that I've been going to the gym and eating good and stuff, I've been able to, put on a little bit more mass, not trying to keep the little lonjita down, but I've been trying to, pretty hard and stuff, and it's been going good. It's been going good. Another thing that I like to do is I still like to play soccer, guys. It's just a little bit tough because I live, in Rio Rancho in Chestnut Hills, so it's pretty far from all the like soccer, indoor soccer things that we have here. I mean, I'm pretty close to the Bernalillo's soccer complex, so I do still play outdoor most of the times, but it's very hard for me to drive all the way down to all these soccer places now, just because I get out of work around 5, 6, and then the games will start at like 6:30 or 7, so I don't have much time to come here, change, and do all that stuff. So I still do play it though, and I love it. I mean, that's probably the thing that had my heart for the longest thing. And then, once I wasn't able to do it, the gym started helping me, with stuff that soccer used to help me with. But hands down, soccer is my favorite thing to do. And when I can't do either of those, what I like to do is I have a huge passion for cars. So I go out with my buddies, we go out to the car meets. Every here and there we'll race. Not like I used to though. I used to do illegal street racing and I learned the hard way. So I don't really do that anymore. But every here and there, you know what I mean, we'll go to like this private road where you can't get stopped or get in trouble. There's no cars passing, anything like that. And we'll have fun. We'll beat on our little big boy toys and stuff like that. For those of you that don't know, I also do game when I'm not doing anything else like that. Oh my gosh, within this past year, I've grown a huge passion for gaming to the point where I have my own gaming setup upstairs. I mean, I'll show you guys maybe in one of these next few videos, but I love to play video games now. It's been one of the things, even though I don't get to do it as much, maybe like 1, 2, 3 times, maybe 4 times sometimes if I get lucky and Chrissy ain't getting mad. But I do hop on with my boys. We be playing Call of Duty, you know what I mean, Warzone, Battle Royale. I love FIFA. If any of you that are gonna subscribe to this channel or watching this video want to run it for money, let me know. I'm just kidding. We won't run it for money, but if you guys do want to run it, let me know, because I promise you I will bless every single one of you guys and show you who the FIFA king is. So definitely very confident in that game for sure. Of course, I do like 2K. Madden, I've never really messed with too much, but I still like it enough to like play it when like Nico comes over or anything like that. And then of course GTA, yes. You know, I play pretty much every video game I can, but I'd probably say I play Warzone and FIFA the most, just because that's what all my buddies play, and that's what we be playing all the time when they're on and stuff like that. Where did I graduate from? I graduated from Valley High School, 2018. And I liked it. It was pretty cool. Made a lot of friends. You know, I still keep in touch with most of my friends that I had in high school and stuff like that. My best friend went to high school with me, Nico, which is a very funny story that I'll get to whenever he's on the video or anything like that. But I graduated from high school. I did play soccer, varsity. That was pretty much it. I didn't really try out for any other sports. They would try to get me to go be a kicker for football or, you know, to run track, but to be honest with you guys, I don't know. There was something about I can't just run to run, and then I can't just go kick a ball and then go sit down. Like, I have to be constantly moving, running, you know what I mean? So that's what I did at Valley. Let me see. My hobbies, well, I pretty much already said my hobbies. Like I said, I'm a car guy, so I enjoy driving, racing my car when I'm not doing that soccer, gym, playing my games. But I also didn't mention I like to spend time with my dogs a lot on my days off. Usually on my days off, I will take them to, like, you know, the park. Just spend time with them, just because, you know, I work a lot and I don't usually get to spend time with them during the week that much, because I go to the gym, then I come back and I only have like an hour or two to spend with them. But I like hanging out with them a lot. That's probably one of my favorite hobbies, is taking them to the park. I've grown a huge, or grew a huge bond with them. You know what I mean? I used to not be much of a dog lover, but with them, I mean, they've changed my view on dogs for sure. And if you don't have a dog, I recommend you get one, because it's crazy what dogs will do for you when you're feeling low or feeling sad and stuff like that, you know? My favorite color. I really like the color turquoise a lot. Like, that would be my favorite color, but my like go-to colors, you know, when it comes to dressing and stuff, I really like black. I really like white, gray. So those are probably my three to go-to colors, like if I'm dressing wise, favorite color wise. But my favorite color in general is probably turquoise. It's just very hard to find things to go with it, or, you know what I mean, stuff to wear with it or stuff like that. But I was actually thinking of wrapping the vet turquoise. I just haven't set my mind on it yet, but I kind of do want to do it. I guess we'll see. Sorry guys, I'm getting a call. Holy crap. It's probably a customer or something. Let's see. My favorite food. My favorite food probably has to be, that's a tough one, but I think I would probably go with probably Italian food or Mexican food for sure. I mean, I be eating Mexican food all the time. You know what I mean? That's what my mom cooks for me and stuff like that. But I really do enjoy like pastas, especially like, you know, chicken Alfredo, stuff like that. So I'd probably say that. And then if I had to go, you know, to like a eating thing, you know, like if I had to pick a food to eat every day for the rest of my life, I'd probably go with like burritos or burgers. I think it's tough, but I think that's what I would go with. Not that I really enjoy any of those foods anyway, because during the week I'd be eating meal prep, which is just chicken most of the time. So really, if I get to enjoy any of my favorite foods, it's probably on the weekends, you know. That's pretty much the only time I get to eat my favorite foods. What's my favorite music? I kind of like a mixture of everything. You know, of course, rap is probably my favorite, but I like, you know, listening to Bad Bunny and, you know, some Mexican music, you know, like Nathaniel Cano, Junior H, stuff like that. Lil Baby, of course, top of the list, is my favorite artist ever. I like Drake too. I mean, I like a lot of rappers, to be honest with you guys. Moneybagg Yo, Young Dolph. I mean, I can name a lot of them. The one thing I don't really mess with too much is country music. But I do have some country songs that I freaking love. So don't get me wrong. Country's not my go-to. Like if I'm, you know, trying to jam out or something, I don't go and play country, you know. But I do like some country songs. I do. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? So I do listen to some country, but I'd have to say probably rap is my favorite type of vibe. For sure. I can relate to a lot of those lyrics. What type of guns do you have? I have 3 guns only, but I'm planning to get more. I have an AR-15, Smith & Wesson, that's chambered in 5.56 and can also do 2.23s. I have wait, did I say it? I have the AR, and then I have a Glock 19. It's a 5 gen that I just got. And then I have an XD, that's a 9mm as well, just like the Glock. Favorite trip I've been on, for sure. I think my favorite trip was when me and Chrissy went to Cancun. Oh my God, that was a beautiful trip. I think it was for Valentine's Day, but I think that was, you know, the best trip that I've gone on for sure, and it was beautiful. You know what I mean? I will be vlogging the Cancun trip in May, where I'm gonna take my mom there for Mother's Day. So definitely stay tuned onto the channel, because that's gonna be a crazy trip. I mean, it's beautiful out there. You know, we're gonna stay in Cancun, but we'll visit Carmen de Playa. We'll go to Tulum. You know, it's gonna be a crazy trip, and for sure. I mean, I haven't seen my mom in about a month now, which that's another video I'll get into later on and stuff. But she's currently in Mexico right now, but for Mother's Day, I am going to take her out there, so I'm very hyped for that. Like I said, stay tuned for that. My purpose with this YouTube channel, and I think I have like 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'm going to close out the video, that way I don't bore you guys. But my purpose with this YouTube channel, honestly guys, like, I just wanted to try it. I've always kind of wanted to try it. Like, me and my boy Nick said we were always going to start a YouTube channel and do pranks and stuff like that, and we never really did. But with Chrissy starting with her YouTube channel and stuff, and me kind of being on her channel every here and there, I was kind of like, you know what, like, maybe I should just do it. And I would always tell her, like, just do it. You don't have to be scared. And, you know, I never did it myself. But I was finally like, you know what, like, I'm just going to do it. My cousin had this camera. She never used it before. And I hit her up one day, and I was like, hey, have you used your camera? And she literally used it one time, never used it. And I was like, I'm just going to buy it off of you, and I'm just going to try this YouTube thing on my own. So my purpose with the channel, like I said, it's not, I mean, I don't really have a goal with it besides like just spreading like positivity and showing you guys how my life is, and you know, just trying to have fun, you know what I mean, do something that's out of my comfort zone. You know, like I said, 2023, I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a lot and do things that I wouldn't normally do, but I'm trying to do, like I said, step out of the comfort zone a little bit and go outside of the box, and you know, just do things that make me uncomfortable, so I can grow. So hopefully, you know, just spread positivity and help you guys, maybe crack a little laugh here and there if you're having a bad day or something. Or do I have any tattoos? I do. I could actually show them to you guys. So do I have any tattoos? Yes, I do. I actually plan out to, you know, get my whole sleeve done at some point. But for now, I mean, I just pretty much have my forearm pretty much done. And what it pretty much is I have this owl. Or let me just start off with my first piece. My first piece was this right here. It's a little heart with an A and a crown on it. Right, so that's for my little sister Eileen, obviously. I got that tattoo for her. That was my first tattoo ever. I got it when I turned 20, I think. And then I went on to get this piece. This is a piece for my dad. And it says, time is money, because obviously my dad always taught me, you know, time is money. You got to take it serious and stuff like that. So it's a Volkswagen sign, because that's my dad's favorite car brand. It's a Volkswagen, and it's like money falling into an American flag, and it's an hourglass. So that was my second piece. My third piece was the owl, and this is probably my favorite piece. This is definitely my favorite piece because it is for my mom. I got it for my mom. So it's pretty much the owl, turquoise eyes. Remember how I told you guys that's my favorite color? And then a little heart in the middle, and you know, just a lot of detail with it. My mom actually has the same tattoo, but it's a baby owl, and she has it right there on the same part of her arm, and then it's just a little moon that I probably got to get detailed or something. And then my little sister was a little upset because she was like, you only have a small tattoo for me and you have a big tattoo for mom. So I was like, all right, Jay, what do you want? By the way, I call my sister Jay, guys. And she goes, I want some roses, some flowers. So there I go, getting some flowers done for her right over here. That was what, my third piece, something like that. And then lastly, for those of you that don't know, my parents are not together. They split up here in the U.S. I want to say like 3 years after we were here. So someone who's been taking a big role in my life, and actually someone who was able to guide me and kind of show me some things throughout life, was my stepdad. And the bond that I have with him is really cool. I mean, he's done a lot of things for me and my mom, for my sister, you know what I mean? So I love him a lot. I like my dad too. Sorry, I love my dad too. I love my stepdad. I love both of them. They actually both get along together too, and I respect both of them because they both have the grind in them. And they've both taught me things in life, like I said. So then I went on to get this one for my stepdad, and this was the latest piece that I've gotten right here. Right? So it's some praying hands. And then I got this quote myself right here. My stepdad just got the same matching tattoo, but he just got the praying hands. He didn't get the quote right here. But let me read you guys the quote. I think the quote is really dope. And I think that this is one of my favorite quotes that I actually love. So let me see if I can find it. That way I can read it to you guys, because you guys are probably going to be like, well, what the heck does it say? So this is the quote that I put on my arm right here, so you guys can see it. And it pretty much is, note to self, you got to do this for you. This is for you. This isn't about anybody. Live for you, honor you, never lose sight of that. That's pretty much what I put right here. And I take that to heart. I take that deep because it's so true. Like, at the end of the day, everything you do in life is going to be for you. You know what I mean? If you're going through something, like, yeah, your friends are going to be there to talk to you, your family and stuff like that. But when they leave, you know what I mean, and everyone goes to their own home to sleep, whatever, it's really just you at the end of the day. And that's something that I struggled with a lot. Like I said, when my situation happened, and, you know, with depression and stuff like that, I think it's true. I think, you know, mental health and, like, some depression problems are true sometimes. And that's something that I struggled with a little bit. So I kind of had to lift myself up. I didn't really have anybody to really lift me at that time. So that's why I like that quote a lot, is because if I was able to, you know, put myself, or if God made me go through what I went through and I was able to pick my head up and just keep going and grind it out and be there for myself, then that's all that really mattered for me at the time. So yeah, I mean, that's my favorite quote. That's why I got it here. So tattoos, yeah. And then my other tattoo, I'm not gonna roll down my pants to show it to you guys, but I got one right here on my thigh that says "Keep it 100." I got it in Arabic letters, and the way I wrote it was, it's supposed to be, I have the 100 emoji, and then I have, you know, the Arabic letters. So that's the way it's supposed to be in Arabic. It's supposed to have the 100 sign and then the Arabic letters, but I did it backwards, that way people wouldn't understand the meaning. Although people always ask me, like, what does that mean? If someone Arabic does try to read it, they're going to be confused, like, what the heck, did you really do that? But I did it for a reason. It was on purpose. So it's the Arabic letters, and then I put the 100 sign on there. But I got that tattoo because, like I said, you got to keep it 100. You can't switch up, you know what I mean? You always got to be humble in life. No matter, you know, if you're doing better than others, or if others are doing better than you, or if you lose a friendship and they're doing better than you, or you're doing better than them, whatever the case is, I mean, never switch up. Always stay true to yourself. Always stay true to the people that have been real with you and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because I think that is really, really important. I mean, there's a lot of people nowadays, unfortunately, that are, you know, not the realest, you know what I mean, and will switch up. There's people that will talk behind your back and stuff like that. But me, at least the way I see it is, if I keep it true, you know, to everyone, and you end up losing friendships or anything like that, it's because God, you know, obviously sees something, heard something when you weren't in the room or something, and that's why He removed you from them. So, I mean, this goes as far as relationships, friendships, you know, with your mom, with your dad. I mean, any type of relationship, whether it's brothers, sisters, whatever, you should always keep it 100. And that's what I really live by. Because if you can't show me respect, if you can't say the truth, you know what I mean, then who really are you? You know, that's not showing your true self. And if you are lying and you're doing all this stuff, then that's your true self, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much, and maybe I missed a couple of questions. I'm sorry. I just kind of wanted to narrow down the most important ones that I thought were important, you know, to get to know me a little bit. So this is going to be my first video. Like I said, hopefully when you guys are watching this, you guys hit that subscribe button, you know, like the video, comment what you guys think you guys want to see on my channel. And hopefully, like I said, I bring a lot of joy to you guys, a lot of happiness, and spread positivity throughout this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned, guys. Peace.